Hello, everyone. I'm Jean-Claude at Beyondmystic, and welcome to today's special report, January 11 at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Yes, we are still in a Mercury retrograde for at least another week. I wanted to spend a few minutes with you here today to talk about some of the issues, the challenges, and the fixes that we're trying to implement here as we move forward with our crazy production schedule here on Beyondmystic. Give me a 5x5 if you guys can hear me okay. I want to make sure everybody is in the live chat now. Hello from Ontario, Sandra. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Let me see here. Good evening. Thank you, Janine and JC, for all you do. Thank you, Debs. Appreciate that. Okay, I think, are we live? 5x5. Okay, good. All right. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so a couple of things here on the notepad here for this particular episode. Let me see if I can bring it up for you guys here. Beyondmystic.net/notes for discussion. So server upgrades. First thing we're going to talk about new free shows on YouTube. Some are already posted and some are coming up. So I'll get into that in a moment. And of course, the cost savings also. So the new cost savings structure on Beyondmystic. I wanted to share some of the updates with you there this evening. And of course, take some of your questions here as we go along. Hello from Saskatchewan. Saskatoon. Really cool. Bonjour de la Belgique. Bonjour. I love that. Okay. Server upgrades. Okay, so during the holiday seasons, Jenny and I put out a special coupon code giving a 50% discount on the Insider Access Pass membership. And that resulted in quite a new bit of traffic here to the website. And so this last Monday, when we recorded the first Beyond the News, this is the new segment here for 2023, we did experience some server lag issues. So ultimately there, to make things simple, too many people were trying to watch at the same time for the level of cluster server processes that were in place. And so our tech people were live on Monday night trying to fix that, making sure you guys can have access to the live show. And they've adjusted a few of the things that they could from a software perspective. But what I was told earlier today is that I also need some upgrade some hardware upgrades to the server. And so I gave them the green light for that. So they're ordering some new hardware again here for this. And I'm told that they should be able to acquire all of this by Friday, do the installation over the weekend, which means that by next week, the website should be rocking and running as smoothly as possible here during these live shows, specifically here for this particular series, the Beyond the News, which is very popular on the show. So that's good news, but there's a bit of bad news here too. The tech guys warned me that even though they are going to be monitoring live tonight for this particular episode here on January 11th at 8 o'clock, we might still be experiencing a little bit of turbulence. Even though they'll try to manually adjust the load balancers, we might still have some issues tonight. So I want to say a big thank you to all of you supporting the show, and also thank you for bearing with me here as we go through these growing pains, trying to increase the production value on Beyondmystic.net. Really appreciate all of your support and understanding. And of course, if you can't log in live, usually if you just try to retry a couple of times, you'll be able to get in. And of course, as always, as soon as the show is over, you'll be able to watch this on replay. Just log into your account. If you bought it on pay-per-view, you'll look under purchase products. And if you already have the Insider Access Pass membership, you just have to go back to your gallery and you'll see the episode on replay there for you guys. So I think that's it for the glitches. Hey, Jenny, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Greetings from, where was that? Upstate New York. Trixie, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yves Langlois, salut, merci. JC needs to commandeer a TV station. Yeah. Yvette, yes. At some point here, I think in the near future, we are going to be growing faster and faster here as more and more people wake up in droves, as you know. And if you've been watching the news here in the last couple of weeks and days, even more and more normies are waking up, and that means more and more traffic are coming to alternative media sites, including this one here on Beyondmystic. So Yeah, I might need some bigger guns on in the broadcasting station. For now, it's just it's me, myself, and I, a computer and an iMac and a computer desk, and that's about it. And 20 hours a day in research. So at some point here, we're gonna need more people, and definitely more bandwidth to try to get all of this out to you guys in a timely fashion. Deb says JCTV. You know who else said that? Cliff High once. He said that to me. He says, "Oh, I have to go watch JCTV. You're on all the time." That was the last time I got deleted. By the way, here on YouTube, I was doing three shows a day on YouTube to try to rebuild the gallery and rebuild the audience memberships. It's always hard when you get deleted. It's been my third time already here on YouTube trying to rebuild this community. So yeah, it's not easy. I love it. JCTV. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be beyond the news too. I don't know. I've been having some ideas on some new products here for the year. Let's get into that. Actually, let me see. Was that the second point? Yeah, new free shows on YouTube. Okay, so the first one is Beyond Tarot. So this has already aired. This is going to be a weekly forecast show now. You guys are going to have to access to this. Sorry, Mercury retrograde. Every Monday at noon is what we're gunning for right now. And because this is a brand new product, and because Sophie already had her schedule booked for all of these personal one-on-one readings with you guys, she's not available to do them live per se on Monday at noon, at least for another couple of weeks, at which point she's going to break off her schedule to make sure that she can do that live, and then post the rest of her one-on-one readings around that. So for now, we're recording the day before, the morning before, and just premiering it on Monday at noon. So that's it for now. So if you haven't seen this episode, oh my God, Sophie was so adorable. You should go read the comments below the video that was produced on Monday. Absolutely fantastic. She did a really, really good job. And I think this is really important. So part of the things I want to do for 2023 is to give you even more information in a more condensed package. As you know, when I started the show, I was doing these 2-hour interviews, and now, given the speed at which information is coming out, I think it's important for me here on Beyondmystic, at least, to give you information in smaller bite-sized packages in a timely fashion. So part of that here is the focus of the Beyond Tarot. It's going to be 10 to 20 minutes per week here, just looking at the general energies of the week. And of course, when Sophie gets around to doing these live, which should be around next month, she'll also be able to take maybe a few questions from the live audience. So that'll be really cool. And also, if you want to tune in, because a lot of you are looking at getting those one-on-one priority bookings with Sophie, she's going to announce them during the live show on Mondays, because I know a lot of you are waiting a couple of months here to have your one-on-ones with Sophie. So those priority bookings go really fast. So this will be your opportunity to be the first one here to grab them when they become available, and she'll be announcing those here every Monday at noon. Lindy, yes, we love Meg. Love Meg's show too. Yes. So let me go on that one as well. So there you go. So that's the second new and free show here on YouTube. It's called the Beyond Astro. So similar to the concept for Sophie, we're going to be looking at the weekly astrological alignments and how those energies are going to be affecting you for the week. Again, giving you a little bit of dose here of the astrology and some of the background behind it. And if you saw today, we had the first inaugural show at noon with Meg. She knocked it out of the park. Also did a really, really good job. I'm really proud of both of them for their first solo episodes. These two were absolutely amazing. So again, if you haven't seen this one, go check it out and go comment in the section below the video there. You're going to see that a lot of people were really enjoying that today as well. Okay, Beyondmystic upgraded 230. Thank you, JC. Unlimited resource 230. I'm not sure I get the 230 where that comes from. I'll get to the prices in a second here. Free shows. Okay, so those are the two that are already out and live now, and you can count on them moving forward here on a weekly basis. So the Beyond Astro and the Beyond Tarot. I'm working on 3, maybe 4 more of these weekly type of forecasts or weekly type of update videos. So I have other guests that you know of and other guests that are going to be completely new to you, who will also start producing these little smaller bite-sized capsules or vignettes, as we call them in French here, for you guys as we move forward. So stay tuned for that. Probably in the next couple of weeks, you'll start seeing the new ones being developed here on a one-on-one basis. And of course, I really appreciate all your comments below these new videos too. It helps me kind of jig around and maybe modify the content and the format so that you guys get what you're looking for again here as best we can in a timely fashion. So your comments are very valuable. When you leave those comments below the videos, it really does help us out. Okay, I think that's it for the new shows. 2 great surprises today, like say Laura. Yeah, 2 new great shows. Great advice from the Divine Feminine and Maison Jupiter. Yes, of course. Always. Jim Montgomery. Hey, Alisa. Hello. What else do I have? I'm just scanning the chat here before I get to the next one. Awesome info coming from JCTV. Please keep up the great works. Oh, thank you, Trixie. I appreciate that. Meg rocks. Yes. Love her and also love Sophie. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are echoing my sentiment precisely. Okay. Now, let me see. 22 minutes is optimal, JC. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be shorter than that. I believe we're gunning for 15 minutes for some of these episodes, maybe 10, maybe 20 on the offset here if there's more questions from the audience. But again, we really want to try to keep these little vignettes as condensed and as possible, at least moving forward. That's the idea for the year. And new posters are banging. Oh, thank you so much. Actually, that's again the work of the amazing Julie and Maison Jupiter. Really amazing graphic artist. And yeah, she produced this one and this one and quite a few more also this year. We're changing the look and feel of a couple of our episodes, including the Astro Woo. So this one too is new for this year. I'll get into the price reduction here for a sec, but what we've done is we've condensed that also. So we used to do the 12 astrological signs in one big 2.5 hour show, and now we've condensed that to 12 individual astrological sign videos. So you can find that on the pay-per-view here, and as you scroll down, you can choose your specific sign. And if you don't know what your sign is, just check it out on YouTube, on Google. There's a bunch of free apps that can, with your birthday, your location, you'll know what your sign is, and you can choose your sun sign or your rising sign here, depending on what you think is best for you and what aligns best for you. You could probably try both of them for a while until you decide which one you really want to land on. But yeah, beautiful backdrop on this one again. Beautiful work from Julie. And these now, so just so you understand, there are 12 individual episodes, but there's portions of each of those episodes that are duplicated for each of the episodes. So as we start the show, we do a general reading for the month of the current month, and then we'll get into the specific zodiac sign. And then also at the end, we do a general reading for the following month, as well as some conclusions and perhaps some live questions from the Insider Access Pass members. So those portions are the same for each video. And then you have that segment in between there specific to your zodiac sign. So really cool new concept. Really happy about that. A lot of people were asking for us to do this. It is more work intensive for us to cut this down and edit and render 12 different videos and products every month. But we thought it was really apropos and useful for you guys here moving forward. So that's why we made that change there as well. Now, for 2023 here in the Insider Access Pass, a couple of things that are going to be new there as well. There's new series coming up there. There's new formats of the current series that are up there now, including the Beyond the News. We've invested in a physical setup here so that Janine can show her cards live as she's pulling them. So a third window pops up for Janine's cards there as well. So that will be duplicated on the special investigation shows, as well as the Beyond the News show here on the Insider Access Pass. These shows are also on pay-per-view, but I'm saying is these are the changes here for the Insider Access Pass for the year. On top of that, for the Insider Access Pass, I will be myself doing a one-on-one Q&A with the IAP members once a month. So this will be a brand new video that wasn't there before. And this is really the opportunity for the lovely people who support the Insider Access Pass community here to have a one-on-one with me, to give suggestions about shows and investigations you want us to look into, to ask me questions about products and services or what I think about specific topics. I'm looking forward to that. I really, really enjoyed meeting a lot of you, the fans here in Ottawa, when we did the New Year's Eve meet and greet. And I thought, wow, wouldn't it be cool to have at least a one-on-one here with the Insider Access Pass members once a month? So that you can look forward to that too. I haven't chosen the date for that or the week. Once I do, I'll put it pretty standard so you'll know what to expect moving forward. And yeah, I think that's about it for the 2023 Insider Access Pass. If I think of something else, I'll bring it up. Jim Willie format, pretty much the same as last year, just maybe more explosive. Jim and I are having more and more fun together as we get to know each other and have fun with all of these great new shows, and including the last one here, we had a lot of comments of people laughing and peeing in their pants here to some of our jokes during the show. So it was really cool. Again, we're looking at difficult subject matter when we're talking about banking collapses and people taking haircuts and all of this stuff. But we are trying to help you guys navigate all that and, have a little bit of a sense of humor in there so we don't take ourselves too seriously. But yeah, go check out Jimmy. This last episode was absolutely amazing. Yeah, Trixie, I agree. He was really, really cool. Lakeside Laura, let me know when you want me to make your reservations for Missouri. Am I going to Missouri? Okay. Well, Janine and I did say, and do I have this here up here? Hold on a second. I think it's this one. Yeah. We did say that we really enjoyed meeting you guys. And so we're going to be doing more of these meet and greets. Of course, as legalities permit. Right now, technically, we're not supposed to go into the States. I know some people are achieving this type of travel right now, even though there are legislations in place to prevent Canadians who are unwilling, as you know what I'm talking about here, to make the trip. But we'll see. We'll very much see as we go. But that, of course, doesn't preclude us from doing anything here in Canada and having you guys come and visit here. There's a lot of amazing, beautiful places in Canada you can visit. So we'll keep you posted on all of that as well. All right. So that was for Jim Willie. The Beyond Crypto Woo. So we changed a little bit here, the titling for this year. We are calling it In Transition. So essentially, we're actually there now in the transition process. And so what we're suggesting, Janine and I, is that we are going to be flexible with the format of the show every month, both to respond to what you guys like in terms of the content we've been producing for the last 2 years on the show, but also to leave room for whatever the hell else is happening in this weird world and what we need to look at here as it pertains to not just crypto, gold, and silver, but the financial system and its complete redesign or reboot here that we are going through right now. So if you haven't seen these yet and you're not sure what's going on and you're starting to see inklings that shit ain't going right in the banking system, maybe give this episode a try. It'll really help you calm down a little bit. So because we go through a lot of the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that is presented in mainstream news, and we kind of break that down to the essential elements so that when you make your personal moves for your personal finances, you know why you're doing it. You have that inner knowing and you have that stability. So you're not like moved around here about everything you're seeing in mainstream news. So really good concept. If you haven't seen it, yeah, just go give it a try. What is the green backdrop for your uncensored shows? What is the green? You mean on Rumble? I have a green nebula on Rumble. Let's see here. What does it look like? I won't see them here. Hold on. I'll. Can I? Yeah. No, wait. It would be on a show. This one here. Okay. Let's see if I can click on that. So this one here. Is that what you're talking about? The green here? It's just a green nebula. I'm not sure what it was called. Is that what you're looking? Anyways, Jules, I'll keep scrolling and seeing if you have more questions there. I'm not sure I understand the question. Okay, so that was the Beyond Crypto Woo in transition. Okay, what's next? That's what we did, and Beyond the News. Okay, and yeah, so the format here, as I said, is a little bit different, seeing as now we're adding an extra live window for the card pulls. And what's really cool about that, if you guys are already on the Academy and you've taken the tarot level 1 or level 2 courses, what's really cool about these new formats here is that as Janine is pulling the cards, she's explaining the different setups here and the different card pulls that she's doing and why she's reading it in a certain direction versus another direction and all that. So it's kind of like an addendum to the tarot classes. You really get to understand a little bit more how all of this works. It's really cool. And even now, after having done the first 2 or 3 shows here with the live card pulls, we're getting a lot of emails of people saying, "Oh, wow, I get it now. I understand a little bit more why she says the things that she say and the order that she says them, and it makes a lot more sense for the viewers." So really, really happy to do that. Janine told me also we're having issue with so she's increased the bandwidth at her house also, so she's going to have a little bit better of a connection. In the last month or two, it was wonky a couple of times, and so I know that her ISP was there earlier today or maybe yesterday to increase her bandwidth as well. So we're expecting to see a little bit more clarity and a little less choppiness. I say less because we don't know. It's the internet. It's always a little bit crazy. But yeah, she's upgraded quite a bit here. Her bandwidth on her ISP service. And on top of that, we've bought this new apparatus for the card pool that's going to enable us to have a little bit more of a wide view lens. Whereas right now we're having trouble putting all the cards in the same shot for you guys. So maybe that's about a week away here. So we're going to continue the way we're doing it now. It's better than nothing. And probably within a week, we'll be able to test this new setup with the new lighting and hopefully a little bit more focus on the cards there. So, we're going to continue adjusting here as we go along. Okay, I think that's it for the new stuff. Pricing, somebody mentioned the other day, oh shoot, I did the pricing and I forgot to tell people. Okay, so this is all a result. This is part of an email I wrote to a few people who asked me. But Jeannie and I and Julian, when we were in Ottawa, we did this big staff meeting and we did this forecast for what we wanted to achieve in 2023. And one of the big goals we had was to try to bring cost savings down to the audience members as best we could. So we really worked hard to find out how we can do that. So first, the Astro Woo went from $33 to $4.99. We've cut up now in 12 different segments, but we wanted to make it more affordable and more reachable. What's the word in English? Attainable, I guess, for more people. And so that's why we brought that down. The Crypto Woo also, which for the last 2 years was running at $11.11 per episode. This is a 2-hour research, a lot of research program that we put together for you, is now $7.77. And of course, we gave 50% off here on the Insider Access Pass membership for the year during that promo during Christmas. And we also gave 50% off on all the courses on the Academy. So again, just trying to do our best here to make it possible for more people to be able to access the shows, basically. 2 of the shows that went up slightly are the Jim Willie shows and the Beyond the News shows. Those are the smaller ticket items. And the issue we were having there essentially is the payment processors. It's such a small price. And what happens is the payment processors take a first cut off the bat, which is a strict fee. It's not a percentage. It's a first processing fee they take off, which is a huge percentage when you're looking at a small ticket item like that. And then on top of that, they take the percentage of the transaction. And then on top of that, we have the bandwidth fees and the tech support fees. So with these smaller episodes, the way the processor companies are charging us, it was almost no longer sustainable or cost effective for us to produce them. So by bringing them up a little bit here by $1, we're able to offset some of those processing card fees and PayPal fees and all that stuff as best we can. Still at $3.99, it's underneath the price of a cup of coffee. We're doing our best there here, but generally speaking, here percentage-wise, for the majority of the population here and the viewership, you've had a big cost saving already. Most of you purchase the Astro Woo and the Crypto Woo every month. So right there's a big cost saving on top of the Insider Access Pass for a lot of you here who took advantage of that for the last month. So I think that's about it for the costs or the pricing. I think that's it. We might have we're going to have more products also coming up, and as they come up, also again we'll do the best that we can here to price them accordingly so that the platform is viable and also that it becomes accessible for you guys. And all of this, of course, is because we're trying to create something in alternative media that enables us to fight the censorship at the mainstream media level, and also continue alternative voices. And this is probably the biggest problem that we have as a whole on the planet right now, is that this censorship has created this echo chamber where we can't share diverging ideas, and we can't see the hits coming, or we can't see the curveballs coming, because everybody's replaying the mainstream narrative day in and day out. And so alternative voices are absolutely important if we are going to be healthy, first of all, and you know what I'm talking about, but also in terms of our political and financial health. We also need alternative media and researchers. And so when you guys support us here on the pay-per-view or the Insider Access Pass, really that's what you're doing. You're helping us combat the economic warfare against alternative media, and you're creating a space for that free speech, essentially. And so really, again, a big thank you to all of you supporting us there. You make it possible for us to do this, and to try at least to put a dent in this crazy world of censorship we continue to live under. Speaking of that, Dr. Peterson here in Canada was reprimanded by the Ontario College of Physicians. I guess they want to re-educate him for some of his views. And so I don't know if you saw the news here today, but there was a big protest earlier today here in Canada. So people coming out and supporting him here. So that could be a turn of the tide here in terms of doctors being able to speak their truth here, even though it collides with the mainstream media. So again, your support at every level, whether it's on pay-per-view here, just sharing a comment, or just sharing the videos, is going a long way here into fighting the good fight, as they say. Okay, let me see if I can go back to the Q&As. This live stream is updates from JC. Yes, that's what it is. What am I missing, Jenny? Somebody was asking something else? Let me know. Love that you bring a variety of content and perspective, JC. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that's the whole point. It's okay to disagree, but we have to have these conversations, because otherwise we don't learn, and we're not made privy to other points of view that could, in many cases, change your worldview. And when you stop changing your worldview, that's when you're at peril of making huge mistakes for your life, right? When you think something is static and it's not, you're not taking the proper moves to not only to protect yourself, but to make abundance for yourself. And that's the whole thing here in the age of Aquarius we're moving into. And if you listen to what Meg was saying here too, what was interesting, she was echoing what Janine and I were saying on the Beyond Crypto Woo forecast. January and February are kind of like these last 2 months of, I dare say, normalcy, even though it's not normal. She says it in another way here. But starting in March, there's a lot of crazy stuff coming around. And so the first thing you need to do is protect yourself. But the second thing also is, by having access to all of this information, is to educate you on how best to adapt and overcome, and maybe even prosper during all of those changes. And that's the focus, again, for Beyondmystic for 2023. That's really where we want to go and where we want to help you guys moving forward. JC, you're such a beautiful soul, my Canadian brother. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Don't be scared. Be prepared. Yes, Lex Laura, that's a good one. Love that. Just a thought. Love the new shows. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. What else we have? The Academy still reduced? No, we did the first coupon code. I think it was January 1st to 3rd. It was the 50% off on all courses on the Academy. And then we extended it in good faith also for another 3 or 4 days after that. I forget what it was that Julie put up here. Again, just in good faith. A lot of people were away for the holidays, and we gave them an extra couple of days here to catch up. Now, it's not to say we won't put them again here. We're going to look at opportunities as we move forward here to discount these products as best possible. Oh, and while I'm here, I wanted to share this with you too. If you have issues with the Academy, you need to contact the Academy tech support. A lot of people are emailing me directly, and what I end up doing is having to read that on top of the queue that I have for Beyondmystic, and then sending that to Elena, who takes care of all of the tech support here for the Academy. Same thing goes also for this website here. If you guys have issues, a lot of you are having issues with credit cards that either bounce at the end of the month for whatever reason, and you lose access to your content, and you're trying to regenerate your content access, don't send me an email at Beyondmystic. That's just going to slow down the process. My queue is already long. Just type in here. There's a contact form on the website here, and Elena will be a lot faster helping you regain your access there when you have some weird payment processor issues. And there's a lot of them, unfortunately, and that's beyond our control. There's a lot of weird things happening. So this Mercury retrograde is affecting many things. Okay, Meg is awesome. Yes, I agree. I guess you're late watching the show, or you didn't see the first part of the show, but yeah, I totally agree with you. JC, sorry. It's the green backdrop for the Jean-Claude and Rumble show. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it was the one I was showing you here. It's just a green nebula. I forget what it was. I think Julie made this one for me too. I'm not sure which one she took. I can ask her. Jules. I'll try to find out for you. All right. Guys, any question else for me? When watching the IAP, is the Discord chat the one we should follow? Yes. Absolutely. So Melissa, let me see if we can bring her question a little bit bigger on the screen there. This one here. Oh, there you go. Okay. So on the Insider Access Pass of Beyondmystic, there is a Discord button only available to the members. And so that gives you access to two things. One, you have access to the whole community, so you guys can support each other, ask questions. You get to ask questions when we are recording the live shows. And you also get to share with us your views on what shows and what context and what content you want us to follow through on future shows. Most people right now are using Discord channel in one window of a browser, and then they watch the episode in another browser. Of course, this is not YouTube over there. We don't have the same processing power that these big giant companies have. But eventually, we'd love to be able to add that chat within the same window where the video player is sharing the content with you guys, to make it a little bit easier to have everything on one screen. So that's another development hopefully we can bring for you here in 2023. Just a couple of other things, processing payments also. We're about halfway done revamping the Beyondmystic backend part of the site so that we can introduce more payment platforms for you guys. A lot of you have been asking for that. And at the same time, the difficulty for us was that 30 to 40% of our viewers continue to want to use PayPal as their payment processor. So we can't take it away. So we have to find a solution where we have multiple options to get it at the same time. And that creates a little bit of a hiccup for us in the programming side of things, because the Beyondmystic website is really two websites in one. There's the pay-per-view side of the website, and then there's the Insider Access Pass side of the website, and both of them are very different from another. And so if we're going to change the payment processing there, we have to test that properly to make sure that we don't break anything as we're trying to increase the production value for you guys. All right. I'm so happy that Meg Moonbeam is part of the Soul family. Yeah, me too. She's amazing. Again, guys, if you haven't seen the show today, go check it out. She's really, really cool. And go book a session with her. Let me see if I can bring that up. So if you go under consultations, they're all on the same page here, but if you can choose also astrology or tarot at the top of the banner here. So if you go to astrology, you'll see both of her products that are available now. Here, if you use a coupon code Beyondmystic, I believe it is. Let me see if we can bring that up. I do have that somewhere. Yes, that's right. Let's see if we can bring it up for you guys. So for astrology, Beyondmystic, yeah, that's right. 10% off for the astrology one-on-one sessions. And if you're still looking at booking with Sophie, same thing. Beyondmystic there, coupon for the personal readings with Sophie. Now, going back to what Meg was saying earlier in the show today, at some point here, I'm not sure when, this is a big production update also here to the website, but we're going to be introducing priority bookings for Meg as well. Because right now, Meg is booked 2-3 months, maybe 4 now, almost in advance. And just like Sophie, very busy also with the bookings, we created this product of temporary or priority bookings, which enables you to have quicker access if you have anything more emergency-wise going on through your life where you need consultation for. So we're going to be adding that here in a little while as we continue here to upgrade and do the best we can here with all of this amazing production stuff. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be another change there coming up soon. PayPal does the pay in 4 payments, which is convenient. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people use that actually for the Insider Access Pass membership. It is one of the features. For sure. That's a good point. JC, what a wonderful gift. Which one was that? Not sure which one you're referring to there, Ocean Odell. I have watched Sophie's and Meg's videos. Both are great. Don, completely agree with you. All right, guys, you have any other questions for me? I'll stay on maybe another minute or two here as I scan the chat. And then I have to go eat and prep the slide deck here for later tonight for this episode here. Really cool. So the lawsuit joining together the banking system with this particular fella. There's more developments on that. The tunnels in Ukraine's. It's going to be a really interesting decode. Deflation kills. We're actually going to be looking at this last video from Cliff High audio series here on Substack. If you haven't seen this one also, go check it out. Really indicative here of the times we're in now. I'm going to be asking Janine here to get some further clarification maybe on some of the timelines of what was suggested in this video. So really cool. Go check it out. And what else do I have tonight? Abolishing the IRS. That's interesting. As you know, Congress is already repealing, I believe it was the 83,000 IRS agents that Biden wanted to hire to go after tax cheats. That's the first part of it, but apparently they're going a lot further here, so we're going to go look into that. California floods, also really weird stuff going on there. We're going to take a look at that. This morning, this outage with the FAA, what was behind all of that? Of course, they said it was technical glitches, software issues, blah, blah, blah. But as with anything, there's always more behind the scenes, so we'll check out on that. And SpaceX also fully loaded here on all of the launch pads. Apparently something is urgent to be deployed in space. So we're going to be looking into that as well here tonight. JC from Team Clary, what's next upcoming Academy courses? On the courses, Eliane is coming up with the Reboot Challenge. I know she's recording now. I saw earlier today she has more videos up. And I believe Sylvie, I don't have a poster for Sylvie yet. Sylvie also is recording. So those are the two ones that are next there, I believe. There might be another one. Oh, yeah. There's going to be the Psychic Protection Workshop that we were supposed to do just before Christmas. That was delayed, of course, with the holidays and all of that. So I think that's it. There's more, but I mean, those are the ones that are probably going to come up sooner than later, as well as the feng shui classes with Elena. So that's another thing that's coming up on the Academy. I hope that helps, Carol. JC, would you look at doing some face-to-face tour like the US? Would you look at doing some face-to-face tour? Yeah, maybe. Again, depending on the situation of the world and, of course, whether or not I'm permitted to travel in the US. But again, that's not to say that I can't do that in Canada. That was on the agenda when we met over the New Year's period here to look at our priorities for 2023. It's me, Jenny, having dinner there. It was so much fun. Thank you, JC. Clary. Okay, good. Anything else, guys? And that's it. So much going on. Great JC is updating us. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that. I'll try to do more of these. Like, you guys don't understand sometimes how many hours we put in a day each day, even though I might not be on YouTube, like all the production stuff in the back. It's a lot of work. And sometimes I choose to produce videos as opposed to doing updates because I just want to do as opposed to just talking about what I'm going to do. But I do realize that sometimes it's important to keep you guys in the loop as to what's happening. Beautiful pick. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Jenny, you're doing great. Thank you so much. Okay. So again, guys, I know tonight we might have a little bit of turbulence still with the server issues. We've just spent quite a bit of money here on the hardware, which hopefully will be installed either Friday or this weekend for change management, and then which means that next week we should be rocking and rolling here with new capabilities here to run all of these live streams for you from the beyondmystic.net website. So again, a big thank you to all of you who support us there, and a big thank you for bearing with us here as we work through all of these growing pains together. All right. Laura, Alexandra, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Don, thank you so much. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go and prepare for my show later tonight. This was, of course, I can't speak. It's the Mercury Retrograde. This was the Mercury Retrograde special update here. And yeah, leave me a comment below if there's anything else you guys would like to see in 2023 on the show. Yeah, actually, why don't you put that in the comment? Not in the live section right now, but below the video. I'll go and read that tomorrow. It'll give me ideas. I have a lot of ideas, but I want to make sure you guys are well served. Also, the amazing audience. So let us know below this video what type of content or new content you would like to see here for 2023. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you soon. Au revoir.